We're at Fully Charged in Vancouver, BC, and this is an electric bus. Vicinity is the group, and we're going to check it out. Look at that, it gets nice and short. How cool. So the idea is electric buses. Let's figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So tell me about Vicinity.
Yeah, so Vicinity started in 2008 in Aldergrove, BC. We started with diesel CNG buses, and a couple years ago we got into electric buses. Our Vicinity Lightning model, we call it. Okay. And right now we have Canadian customers throughout Canada here buying buses. First 14 buses is going to Calgary in the next 60 days, and then we have customers in Toronto.
So let's check it out.
Yep.
Let's go in here, and we can see this ease of entry is ridiculous. Go ahead and walk in front of me so we can just get an idea there. It is, because it's got the airbags in the front, it goes all the way down, and it is so comfortable in terms of ease of access. Now, this bus has a range of, you said,
200 kilometers on a 4 battery pack.
On the 4 battery packs.
And then we have a 6 battery pack option, will give you 300 kilometers.
And 200 kilometers, because it's a commercial vehicle, it's either going to work for your application or it's not, and you know what your application is. You know that Route 7 is this many miles or kilometers and how many times it runs.
Correct.
And so you've got a good amount of space, of course.
Yeah, so we have 23 passengers here, and then you can have 9 to 10 standees, which is the legal requirement for GVWR rating, rear axle rating. Okay. So it's all tested, and we're just going through validation through Transport Canada.
So with 200 kilometers of range, the battery pack must be 700 megawatts.
Well, I don't know about that. Our batteries is 168 kilowatts.
168 kilowatts.
Yeah.
So you've got a battery pack that is smaller than what General Motors puts in the Hummer.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is, first of all, good job.
Thank you.
Second of all, what do you do in GM?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what is the battery chemistry, do you know?
Yeah, lithium ion.
It's lithium ion, it's not LFP?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So that'll give you a little more punch. And it's just, I'm just impressed with it. Vicinity is new to electric buses, but you've been making buses since 2008. How many have you sold?
Yeah, to date we've sold 750 buses throughout North America. In Canada, we've got about 600 and change. Our biggest customer is BC Transit.
Okay.
They have over 400 diesel/CNG buses.
So if you are from BC, these buses, you're looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm looking at it as a thing of wonder, and you're like, buddy, that's just a bus.
That's right. Yeah.
And we've got the experience shows this looks like a perfectly normally built bus.
Yeah, yeah. This is a built bus, purpose built for Canada and throughout North America. All certified and ready to go.
And these are manufactured. These are final assembly right here in town in Vancouver.
In Aldergrove, BC.
Aldergrove, BC, with parts sourced from all over the world.
All over the world, yes.
Where they make sense.
Correct.
So obviously the batteries, I assume, are from China. They make
actually the batteries are BMW batteries.
Are they really?
Yeah.
But BMW doesn't make batteries, so there must just be some German batteries.
Yeah, some German company that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were saying because it's final assembly in BC, you've got some benefits through the government, through Trudeau and whatnot.
That's right, and you know we employ Canadian employees, right? Support the community and the whole Canada economy and growth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we've got, let's see, what are we forgetting to ask here? Cost competitiveness. What kind of cost competitive deal are we looking at compared to natural gas or diesel?
Yeah, so the cost competitive, so for 4 battery pack bus here, you're looking at about $650 without any additional options.
$650,000.
Sorry, yeah, and then of course with the diesel bus, you're about $550 now.
So a price differential of only about 150 Canadian.
Correct.
And maintenance on this?
Yeah, your maintenance is pretty much zero. Electric vehicle versus car, same kind of concept. There's not much that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
You've got regenerative braking.
That's right, we have regen brakes, yep.
So that's going to double, triple the lifespan of your brake pads?
Yep, especially when you're doing community driving and community routes.
Doing stops as buses sometimes do.
Always do, right?
Always do.
Yep.
And once, in the first 3 months, you might find the drivers do not yet know how to handle regen.
Right.
But the longer you do it, the better you get at it.
That's right. The drivers will get accustomed and used to their routes, their habits, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And as long as you're not not driving it like a Model S Plaid, you're gonna get all that regen. And even then, we did a Plaid racetrack a day event in Michigan last year.
Okay.
And we only had, I think, 1.6 miles of road.
Okay.
And we would get up to 130 and back to zero without using the brakes.
Perfect.
Got all our juice back, baby.
Yeah, with regen, you add about 10% extra on your mileage, right? And like I said, for city, that's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've got, so it's 30% more expensive than a diesel bus.
Yep.
No maintenance.
Yep.
Your fuel cost is now kilowatts instead of liters or gallons.
Yeah.
And you can charge it at the depot without trouble.
That's right. Yeah, you can charge it at 240 if you want, and when it gets back to the depot overnight, it 100% charged.
100% charged overnight because not all routes run every 15 minutes.
That's correct.
At midnight.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And again, the big thing with the ranges is you either, you know your route. The big thing with the range is you either know that it's going to work for your route or it's not. And so range anxiety isn't the same kind of thing with commercial that you might see with.
That's right.
Yeah,
and the municipalities, they know the range, they know the limit of the bus, and they plan it appropriately.
Yeah.
That's the whole magic behind it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they know what they need.
That's correct, yeah.
Is there anything we're forgetting to ask about?
I think we've covered most of it. I think we're good.
So, yeah, the vicinity bus, I guess that's it. What did we miss? What did we misunderstand? I'd like to hear your thoughts. How much would your city benefit from having a bus that's so much quieter? That when it accelerates from the bus stop, doesn't sound like you're hauling 80,000 pounds of potatoes. So, let me know in the comments. Stay tuned, stay juicy. Can't wait to hear from you. Clever Robots on the next one.